It's preparing it. You never know from one day to the next whether this is going to work or not. Oh my. Oops, shut up, woman. Come on. Where's the volume? There we go. Okay. We're up, we're running. Oh, and it says this meeting is being live streamed. Do you guys see that on your screen too?
Yes.
Yep, I got a notification.
Okay, that's new.
No, on my end, it's been doing it quite a while and I have to either agree with it, like say got it, or leave.
Ah,
The same option.
Yeah.
well. That's why
But-
I highlight me before I hit go, because that way you guys are not being recorded and streamed.
So
There we
Glenda, are you at home or at your cabin?
No, I'm at home
And Ted is,
in the kitchen where he should be.
well, David said that he was going to wait till Friday or something.
Oh, yeah, we leave tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Val. Hi, Jean. Hey, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're going to close up the cabin tomorrow morning. It is so sad.
Yes.
I don't want to close it up, but you know, no, who knows
So
whether
Glenda,
we're going, huh?
do you want to know about that music embossing folder?
Do I want to know about what you cut out there?
No matter which way you put it.
Which
Because
emboss?
that embossing folder with the Joy to the World on it, when you emboss it, unless you've got your treble clef right at the beginning, nobody will ever know if it's right
Oh.
side up or upside down. Unless they actually try to play it, because the correct way they'll hear the sound. If it's wrong, they'll get a screech.
Okay, then I won't worry about it. I'll just leave the treble clef and the number out of there and nobody will know I don't know what I'm doing.
That's right, they won't.
Thanks.
Well,
More
see,
to the-
Sharon said so.
Pardon?
More to the point, they won't care.
It's
They'll
true.
just be thankful that they got a lovely card from you.
That's right.
All right,
Hey,
Holly.
Donna, Shanna,
There.
Holly,
Hi.
Sharon. Ooh, got people watching, got people crafting. Yay. And Valerie, you're right. Summer is over. I'm afraid to say. Okay, so I'm using the New Nature's Harvest Fund suite. Well, most of the suite tonight. So I'm using the New Nature's Okay, I have feedback happening from somewhere. Most of the suite tonight.
You certainly do.
Okay, I have feedback happening from somewhere. So who has two, has somebody got two devices on? So who has two, has somebody got two devices on? Well, I know it's not Holly because she's.
I'm shutting down my other computer.
Oh, okay. Well, I know it's not Holly because. You can just turn the sound off on it, Donna. Oh, okay.
I was trying to put you up on my desktop, but I guess it's too antique.
Okay. You do, somebody's got it going twice. I'm just gonna figure out who it is. So I'm muting you, Donna. And you can unmute yourself right away again. That took care of the issue. But it's okay. Just unmute yourself so you're able to talk. And Shanna, you too.
I was just turning it off so you could see.
Ah, and Holly. Come on, we got to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the
Offset,
suite.
so
Oops, still happening. Who is it happening with? It's weird. Still happening.
I only have my iPad on.
That is just
I only
bizarre.
have my iPad on.
Okay, Donna, it's coming from you. because I just muted you again and it went away. So on page 54 and 55 is the suite. So there's the stamp set and the time-worn type embossing folder, cork, brush metallic, dots, some, what do they call it? Diamond weave ribbon and the paper. So in real life, there's the bundle. And it's a lot like the Quiet Meadow one, and it goes really well with the Quiet Meadow. Oh, where did Donna go? She left completely. Hope she comes back. And then this is what the twine looks like. And I have not used it yet, but this is what it looks like. It's really quite pretty.
Yes, it is.
It's very antique-y looking. And then, of course, there's the cork paper, which I love. And I discovered today that you can, hi, Louise. You can stamp on it.
Okay, is there still feedback now?
Nope.
Okay, I got out of everything and went back in.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you came back. So this is the cork paper, and it's quite flimsy, and it's kind of velvety. And when I stamped on it, I don't know whether you can see, but down in those holes, let me see, can you see that it's shiny? See? It's shiny down in the holes, which is really bizarre. There's a big one that you'll be able to maybe see. Anyways, so you can stamp on it, you can emboss on it, but where there's holes, your words won't come out 100%. So you have to be able to let that go. And yes, I did. I know it's foreign that I actually let something go, but I did.
Yes.
And then there's the designer paper, which has got beautiful fall colors. And look at the writing on here. And that is real words. I can read them. And look at that. I had somebody buy this just for the wheat. I didn't know it was wheat, but they did because they're from the prairies. And look at that. Now that could be either pussy willows or it could be twigs with snow on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. Oh, Jean, you need to get the whole suite. You just need to. You know what I forgot to get? My machine. I'm not do anything with it. They're in new jeans. I have to cut 6 inches off the bottom of them. 6 inches. Oh my God. It's funny. So I'm gonna make this one first. Okay, got machine, got my kit. So this uses Misty Moonlight, and this one belongs to Mary Fish. This is a Mary Fish card. Let me get the recipe out. So on the to make the card, you need a thick basic white card base, a piece of, piece of 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside, a piece of Harvest Meadow designer paper. It's 5 1/2 by 2. Let me just pop this one inside. So that's going to line up on the edge like that. And then a piece of basic white that's 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 to do the die cutting. And then this is Misty Moonlight, 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. And I'm going to use one of the basic border dies to cut it. So I did it the same way that Mary did hers with the scoop one. Oh, I'd get this one, Jean. And then next month, get Beauty of Tomorrow. Get them all.
Enabler.
So I'm wondering if I can use this one. So I did the round one. I think I'm going to try this one this time. I want to make it a little bit different. I like, these are the basic border dies. Now, to make it so that I actually get it even, I usually put it on here, 1, 2, 1, 2, and line it up. Then I mark it in the middle. And I put this on here and line that up on my grid paper so that I can get this part, because you can turn it and you can have it at a bunch of different angles. And I'm OCD, so I don't like my angles to be off. So I'm going to kind of there. So I've lined this up with that line and that up with that line. But it's off center now. Here we are. And of course, post-it note to hold it in place. Yes, Jean, I am an enabler. I've been called a dealer and an enabler and that woman before. Okay, so I'm going to run that through my machine. And if I get going too fast and you can't keep up, just tell me to slow down and I will. Is anybody on Facebook doing this along with me? Now you don't, if you don't have the basic border dies, you need to get them. But if you don't have them, you can just use it straight. Or use one of the other border dies that we have.
I'm using edgelet, adorning accents.
Oh, that's old. Holy man.
Well, you know, I never seem to get rid of much of anything.
Well, that's okay.
I just keep buying more and more.
I think I still have mine too, Holly.
Oh, did anybody else watch Shanna's video of her redo of her craft room? She showed her, what do they call it? Guilty secrets in her craft room.
I showed you behind the closed doors.
I didn't, but it sounds like I really need to.
You
But-
should. It's quick.
I'm-
It's only like a half an hour.
I'm very jealous because how close do you live to IKEA, Shanna?
About 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, me too.
But it's
You cut out there. Sorry.
funny, when I first got out here, I didn't go there. I was like, I don't need anything. I don't need to go there.
What?
I know, it's weird. The weirdest thing. And
Well, I'm glad you smartened up.
well, I know. Every now and again, I get the urge and go drop a few $100 in there.
Oh man, I could spend serious money in there.
Yeah.
I've been thinking
I usually
about,
do online so that I just get what's in my cart.
oh, well, that's no fun. The whole experience is good. Of course, now I guess it's better if you do it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so my designer paper is on. Now I'm going to put the Misty Moonlight on. Just checking to make sure I don't have to do anything before I put it on there because I haven't done my die cuts yet. So. Yes, I need a trip to IKEA. It's We can do the online shopping thing, but it's horrifically expensive to get it shipped over here.
Oh, it's $60 to bring it to my house.
Oh, you're kidding.
Wow.
No, they'll charge you $60 to bring it here. And like, I'm literally 15 minutes away.
Wow.
So I'll pay the $5 to go pick it up.
Yeah.
Where do you live in Edmonton?
I live on the south side in the new Heritage Valley area. So I live like 15 minutes from South Common area.
Okay, south of the South Common or west?
South.
Okay, that's very real new.
Sharon used to live there.
Oh, okay. It's all new development up where I live now. Like the whole area is brand new. So you probably wouldn't even recognize the area anymore.
Probably not.
It's crazy.
Okay, so now die cuts. That one. And that one. And that one. Don't slide into the garbage. So did I tell you about the stamp I was missing last week? Was the eyeballs from the penguin.
Oh, yes, you did mention.
I looked and looked and looked, and those suckers were in the stamp case the entire time. Okay. Next. Be very careful of the wheat because it tends to rip.
So the only one that's sticking up is the center flower?
Yes, the other two are flat. Oh. Interesting. Did I leave enough room to die cut this? No. Okay. Gotta get another piece. I completely forgot about the sentiment. I'm going to stamp that now. Yes, Shanna's room is to die for, Valerie. I agree. I think we should all go for a visit when COVID's over.
Sure.
I'm in.
I have one room here and I have plenty of other spaces I can put you.
You have contacts, do you?
I have rental units that I might manage. There's a house not too far from mine that is very, very nice.
Aha.
I can house everybody else.
Now, if you could just get rid of COVID so travel can actually happen.
Well, you would think that it wasn't even going on. I have been so busy lately.
Wow. Just making sure that my sentiment is straight before I die cut it. Well, people are not traveling in BC because when we did our trip north last week or the week before, whenever it was, very, very little traffic on the highway. It was wonderful.
Yeah, they're all on the island.
Yep.
Yeah, we have quite a few BCers out here.
Glenda, what set of dies are you using for the sentiment?
It's these ones, the harvest dies.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice it in there. So
Yeah, it has two. 2 sentiments. And this craggy limb, I love it. I used it the other day. I don't remember what it was on, but really cool. Make an awesome Halloween card.
I guess if you're into Halloween.
Well, I have 4 littles that I will make Halloween cards for.
Yes.
They won't appreciate a craggy limb though. I'm going to put my glue dots on and then I'm going to set it aside to dry.
Because you're going fast and I'm going, I think, very slow tonight.
Well, tell me to slow down. I don't have to go this fast. I'll just sit here and have a tea.
Thank you. I would really appreciate that.
No problem. Just tell me when you're ready to go ahead. Anybody else having trouble catching up to me?
I put adhesives on the back of mine, so it's, I'm a little behind
Oh.
here.
Smarty pants. That would have been the smart thing to do, Donna. Love my tea.
And I changed mine completely. So
Of course you did, which is good. You don't have to make a Mary Fish card along with me.
no offense to Mary Fish, but that card doesn't speak to me.
Well, that's okay.
But I used the design to recreate.
Oh, it's gonna
For
be
the later
interesting to
edition.
see what you did.
Using some stuff I haven't used yet.
I have to come up with a make and take for my online catalog launch party. It's going to be virtual. And I don't have enough time to get it out to anybody, so they're going to have to make it afterwards because I haven't even come up with the project yet. Don't even know what stamp set or colors or papers or anything. It might not happen.
Did you use the blue ink for that or the?
I'm like,
Yeah.
launch party? Yeah, not happening
Memento.
right now.
I used the Misty Moonlight, Donna.
Okay.
So I was busy on Friday and Saturday with an online Stampin' Up! Leadership thing. It was so intense, I had migraines for 2 days,
Ooh.
but it was worth it. It's always worth it. How you doing, Holly?
Well, I've got glue on the stuff and I gotta find another piece of paper for the sentiment, but I'm okay.
So you're pivoting, are you?
Yeah, it's just a little awkward.
Sounds like me.
Valerie's not making anything. She's just watching.
Well, if I have a problem keeping up, that may be what I'm doing on the next card, but
I should have said when I started that I have a giveaway for anybody who posts a picture of their card that they've created along with me. That might just change Valerie's mind.
it might.
Quick, Valerie, get out your stuff.
Hurry up, Val. I lost my dimensionals earlier.
Was to say, yeah.
Ugh.
I did cut out everything first, like all the pieces that you said. I printed out your instruction sheet. And
You're really on the ball tonight. Wow.
I was gonna play along with you here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I usually do print out the instructions.
I don't.
You're younger than me, better memory.
I don't know. Some days the memory just is not there. And I had to phone WestJet today. I was on hold for 2 hours.
Oh, how fun was that?
Well, it had to be done because when I was supposed to go to New Orleans last August, my flight was already booked and paid for. So I had to cancel it. And that credit was running out the 8th of October. And there's no way I'm going to be able to use it. So I wanted them to extend it. Why, there was a reason I had to stay on hold for so long. But they did. It only cost me $21 and it came out of, I didn't have to pay it. It came out of the cost of out of my credit.
How long they extend it for?
Another 12 months. So
Okay.
hopefully I'll be able to use it because next August is the Stampin' Up! Leadership thing is going to be in New Orleans. Like now I have to think of whether I really want to go to New Orleans this week of the year, because apparently this is the highest peak of their hurricane season is this week.
Yeah.
This is the week that they have planned the next leadership thing for.
They
That
sure
might-
do get a lot of awful weather.
Oh, well, last year when we were supposed to have it, that's when they had the really bad hurricane and everything was closed down for days at a time. So we wouldn't have been able to go anyways because we would have had our flights canceled to get down there. Okay, so those are flat. This one's going on here. Oh yeah, and I have to tell you what Valerie said. She said, "Are you kidding? I was sorting and organizing my room, then dinner, so no making a card." And yes, hurricane season, not tornado season. You're right. Okay, so this bow goes underneath. I thought this is a really ingenious way to use the bow. Underneath the sentiment like that. I like that. So were you inspired to redo your room, Val, because you watched Shanna's new room?
I think she might have been. I gave her some tips.
Yeah, I need to redo mine because, it gets to the point where you've shoved things in corners long enough and the corners are so full, it invades further and further into your craft room. So I have to.
Well, you saw them before. Things were like piled on the floor.
Yeah.
I didn't know where to put them.
Okay, that'll do right there. Thank you.
But another cube shelf solved that problem right quick.
Wow. I don't have any more room for any organizational stuff in my craft room. I just have to make do with what I have, but I have to clear out crap from what I have. Okay, and there we are. That's where the sentiment is going to go. And I only put dimensionals on each end because it's going to be sitting on top of that die cut. And this one, I kind of did over this way a bit. I'm going to move this one over that way.
I wasn't quite watching. How did you put your bow on?
Just a glue dot
Okay.
because it's covered up anyways. And now I'm trying to make it straight. That's straight? No.
Dish.
Straight-ish. There we are. Okay, need my scissors.
Ooh, I like this.
Oops. Uh-oh, my scissors are getting dull. That's never a good thing.
Good thing you have access to somebody who can sharpen them.
Yeah, he didn't do a very good job last time.
Well, that wasn't nice of him.
It wasn't nice of me to say that either, because he tries. What can I say? Yes, Jean, I love Misty Moonlight too. Valerie said, I love Shanna's thing of the photocopy of the front of the Stampin' Up! Stamp set and put in a binder. Started that and ran out of ink. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that'll happen. I should have mentioned that. When you've got 400 sets.
I need some scrap paper for underneath. I photocopy them and put them in a binder, but I do 2 to a page and put them in a regular size binder. I've been doing that since stamp set 001, which was lovely as a tree. So they told us this weekend, they were giving us some stats on different things. And they said that lovely is the tree, lovely as a tree. If you look at it over its entire lifetime, it is the best-selling stamp set. It's sold the most. Which I kind of figured, but now what did they say was the,
So you put that one on the inside of and on the envelope then?
yes. Okay, let me just check my notes here, because I wrote down what the current one is. Oh my God, there's a lot of notes here. They shipped 1.426 million orders last year.
Wow.
The most ordered stamp set or bundle from the annual catalog is Forever Fern. And the most ordered stamp that's not in a bundle is a Grand Kid.
Is a what?
A Grand Kid.
Hmm.
That's
I
pretty
can't
cute.
find that one about lovely as a tree. Oh, here it is. The top selling current stamp set. Oh, wait, it's not current anymore. The top selling stamp set that is not lovely as a tree is Sheltering Tree. And I remember that one because I waited till it was almost retired to order it. So here's the inside. I used the marker around the outside of the inside, and this one I put it on that side, and this one I put it on the other side. Where did it go? There it is. It is a fab set. It was quite interesting to find out what all the popular ones are, because the ones that sell in the States are not necessarily the same popularity in Canada.
That doesn't surprise me.
Lost my stamp and seal. There it is. Okay, so this is going on the inside. I have them all too, Jean, and I will never get rid of Lovely as a Tree. It will always be in my drawer.
Well, especially if it's your you said one time it was the very first set you bought.
Yep,
They gotta keep it.
yep. Oh, Valerie, you only have 175 sets.
Not enough.
Good Lord. What's up with that? We will help you fill it, Val. Get more drawers. Okay. So, anybody else done?
I am.
No.
Hang on, Donna. I'm going to highlight you.
Just about.
Oh, nice. Oh, I like the curve.
Very nice.
That's
I don't
cool.
have a lot of edge. I screwed up the bow, but such is life.
Oh, well. Doesn't really matter. It's your card.
Well, it's gonna be somebody else's because I'm I'll send it off.
But you know, if you hadn't said anything, nobody would know that the bow wasn't exactly the way you wanted it to be.
That's true. It's my artistic bow.
There
Sort of
you
a little
go.
gimbaled.
Creative license on your bow.
Here we go.
Sharon, are you creating or just watching?
Both.
Okay. Who else would like to share their card?
I'm all done if
Okay.
unless someone else. Let me know when you.
I do like the silhouettes with that one.
I do too. I do.
Are you ready?
I am. Hold your card up and I'll spotlight you.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
that's different.
I totally changed it.
What designer paper did you use?
I used just this soft succulent one out of that pack
Oh, the one with the words on it?
with the print on it. Yeah,
You
And
go
then I use a
rogue
different
quite
paper.
often.
I do. Yeah. And then I did this one as my second one because I'm making two tonight. And I
Good
used the
Lord.
little accents out of the Blackberry Beauty ephemera pack.
Oh.
I like
I
those
haven't even
flowers.
Mine yet to see
I
what's in
like
here.
so they're kind of goldy to pick up the gold and the cork.
Yeah.
I did cork in the background too.
And what color did you use? What color is that?
It's just same coloring the soft succulent one.
Ah,
Soft
nice.
succulent.
Yeah,
on
your
soft succulent.
internet is
And then
not,
crumb cake here.
your internet is not good tonight, so it's kind of blurry.
Probably 'cause I'm
Okay,
downstairs.
so this is the ephemera pack that she was talking about.
Yeah.
So it has some labels. It has some things, and it's got this gorgeous owl. You see the owl?
Oh, that is.
And then acorns and oak.
I was gonna use those, but they were just too in your face.
This is a tag. There's 2 sheets of that. There's the gold ones that she used.
Yeah.
And this is the tag that fits in there because it's already fallen out. So get 2 sheets of those. One day I'll get around to using them. You know. Holly, are you done? Ready to share?
Sure.
Okay, here I come. Oh, lovely.
Hey,
Really?
Ooh, I like that.
that border.
That's cute.
Well, that's old paper. I don't know what it's called. Glenda will know, where you could color it and then you buffed it off, and certain parts of it. The white came back
Yep.
because
Oh.
I don't have the DSP that goes with this. Then of course I don't have whatever color it is, the midnight.
Misty
Misty.
Moonlight.
Yeah, so I'm using blueberry bushel. Might be a little old.
That's the trick.
One of the stand-up things, we had the live feeds on the weekend. They came up with a new color name, Huckleberry Hunk. Hey, Valerie is loving all of them.
I like it.
Sharon, do you want to share yours?
No, it's not finished.
Okay. All right, so we'll go on to number 2.
I'll say neither is mine because I used the wrong piece to stamp my extra pieces out. So my inside piece is too big and I've glued the back of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Third world country problems, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is from Amy Koenders. And I kind of did it almost the same as what she did on the front, but then I went rogue on the inside. And I'll show you how I did that. I did it with blending brushes. Jean says all of the cards are very pretty. Okay, so I have my thick base. I have a 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. And I have 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Because I'm going to emboss the front, but I don't like embossing the card base because then it just weakens your card base. So that's what that's for. Then I have crumb cake. That's kind of 5 1/2 by 2 1/2. Basic white, that is 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. And 1 1/4 by 3. And then 2 strips of designer paper that are 3/4 by 3. And 12 inches of linen thread that I have not tied my bow yet. Okay, so I'm going to cut, when I find what I did with the dies, I'm going to cut the wheat out of the crumb cake. And I'm going to save this. Don't throw this away if you're doing it. Very gently pull that out because otherwise it will break. Okay, and I'm going to cut the sentiment out of this piece. So I'm using the sentiment from the same dies. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp the flowers, this one, in Memento because I'm going to color them with Stampin' Blends.
What piece of paper did you use for that?
I'm going to do it on the 2 3/4 by 4 1/2. Whisper white, basic white. Been gone for a year and I'm still calling it whisper white. There we are. And while I'm stamping, I'll stamp the sentiment, and I'm going to stamp that in Misty Moonlight. And I should have stamped first and then die cut, but we'll just pretend that it's straight if it ends up crooked. Oh, did it ever? Oh, well. Let it go, Mollet. Let it go. Okay. So I'm going to have my blend, Stampin' Blends now. I'm going to color those flowers after I die cut them because I don't want to color them all and then cut them wrong. Learned that the hard way one day. Okay, run that through my machine. Oh, yay. That worked, sort of. A little off center, but it'll do. Can't be perfect all the time, right?
Do you usually cut then color?
Yep. Because I learned the hard way after I colored one of those sunflowers one day. And I spent all that, like an hour coloring it, because I really did a really good job of coloring it. And then I ran it through and it went crooked and it was not a pretty sight. So now I die cut first, right? So I'm going to run my 5.5 by 4.25 piece of basic white through my embossing folder. Come on, get out of there. There we are.
So,
Hey, Carmen. All right, so I'll have a spot of tea and let people catch up. How's Carmen tonight?
Carmen's not working on anything tonight. She just got home.
Ah, Carmen's had a busy day.
Carmen's had
Had what? Sorry.
it's been a busy weekend.
Ah. Okay, so now on this one, the one I embossed, I'm going to use my blending brush and crumb cake ink. And I need a bigger piece of paper than that one. That one's not going to do it. So this is how I do my stamp sets. 2 to a page. Okay, so I'm going to very lightly go over the top. And I was watching Patty Bennett and she said, don't, if you want to go light, don't do this. Hold it back here. Because I don't want it to be really dark. I just want it to catch and highlight the embossing. And I might have to go over it a couple of times, but I would rather do that than have it dark splotches, but that's just the way I want my card. You guys can do yours, whatever makes your heart happy. So are you guys all subscribed to my YouTube channel? You know, I have a YouTube channel.
I do.
I believe I do.
Same
I know
here.
you, I know you have it, but I'm not sure the last time I followed.
Oh. Well, I'm trying to increase my presence, because if you reach 1,000 people and 4,000 watch hours, you make money off of it. So that's why I'm asking. If you are, you are. If you aren't, you aren't. But if you aren't, please do.
Later.
Okay. So I'm going to put that on there flat. And I'll do it now and get it out of the way.
So did you stamp the flower with the memento?
I did.
Okay, thanks.
Have to be careful putting this on, because there's a word right there that says harvest, and you can really see it. So you have to have it the right way up. Unlike the music notes, that has to be the right way up. Oh, it's sticking to me. There we are. And it's hanging over a bit, so I'm going to chop it off. Whoop. Just the overhang, not the rest of it. There we go. Okay, so how we doing?
Like that embossing folder.
I do too. It's pretty. We have some really nice embossing folders this year. I'm going to get my link to my YouTube and I'm going to put it in the comments. So easy to find. Okay, there we go. Back doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, now color. Color. I'm going to color the flower with So Saffron and Cajun Craze. Oh, this is really off. I can't. I'm sorry, ladies, I can't. I thought I could let it go, but I cannot. So you'll have a chance to catch up if you're behind, because now I'm going to stamp another one.
Thank you. I appreciate it, even if others don't.
You're very welcome. See, there's always a silver lining when I screw up. Put it back, lid back on. Scroll down on my comments so I don't miss any. My tummy didn't like something I ate tonight. I don't know what it is. It's protesting very loudly. I hope you can't hear it. Okay. taking longer to set it up this time. Okay, let's try it again.
My fingers.
Pardon?
Crossing my fingers.
Oh, much better. Not quite where I wanted it, but this one's a lot better than the other one was. I went out to check my cucumbers today. I'm hoping that this cucumber season is over. It's not.
It's not time yet.
I have 6 more growing out there. And they're long English, so they're long. Next year, I'm not going to plant as many as I did this year.
Well, if you want to get rid of one, I'll take it.
Okay, want me to leave it in the box on the front porch for you?
Sure, David says he has to deliver something there tomorrow.
No, okay.
It's ready now. If not, that's okay.
Yeah, I'll leave one out there for you.
Thanks.
Okay, so I'm going over with light so saffron. And I'm going to add some dark, which isn't much different than the light. And then I'm going to stick some light Cajun craze. Right up there underneath the bulb, the button on the top. And then go back with the light and mush it all together. There we are. Getting warm in here. Might have to put my fan on. It was hot out there today.
It's warm in here too.
I didn't go out till dinner time because I was busy doing stuff all day. When I went out to check the cucumbers at dinner time, it was very warm out there. And of course, I've been inside, so I've got like long pants and shirt with sleeves on it.
I see Carla caught a great big fish.
I saw that.
That's
I'm
almost
sorry. What'd you ever do with a fish that big?
well, I guess they're gonna have lots to eat to hope she can.
Ugh. Yeah, she does. Our kids have been going out. We got a new boat and it's big enough for them all to go out in it now.
Oh, that's nice.
So they've been fishing. I think they got 3 in the past 2 days, but they're not big like Carla's was. Just the regular size ones. Salmon is not my favorite fish. I refuse to eat salmon. Disgusting.
Oh, and I refuse to eat tuna.
I like raw tuna, fresh raw tuna.
Raw?
Yeah. Good.
Oh. No wonder your stomach's upset.
No, it's not because of that. It's not because of anticipating raw tuna. Have you ever had a poke bowl, Sharon?
I don't think so.
Oh, they are so good. And they have marinated raw tuna in them.
Oh,
And then when we get our sushi, we always get tuna tataki, which is, they seared it, but they only sear the outside like 1/8 of an inch, and the inside is raw, and it's so good. There we are. Flowers are done.
Did any of you guys hear about the guy who was up the pole or the tree over here on North Crescent and corner of Bird and North Crescent? He's been up there for 2 or 3 days.
Yep.
I read it on Facebook, but that's as much as I saw.
Well, apparently he must have jumped or whatever and hung himself.
Oh, did he? That's sad. 'Cause he was
Yeah.
up there for a couple of days. Oh, Connie, sushi and poke bowls. Okay, not salmon. I won't agree with that, but I'll agree with the rest of the sushi and the poke bowls. When we have family dinners or for birthdays, that's what we have is sushi. Definitely a family favorite. When we were in Quesnel, we took the Northerns out for dinner against my wishes, but we did go to a restaurant. And it's Mr. Mike's. And we've been going there for years, and their food was so bad this time. Because I did a review. I never do that. But it cost us a fortune to get this dinner that was the pits. I ordered chicken and then added on lobster and seafood in hollandaise sauce. And they broke the hollandaise sauce. And then they had the audacity to put it in the little, it was like a little gravy boat thing that you were supposed to pour it on your chicken. It was like scrambled eggs with strings of lobster in it.
Sounds pretty gross.
Oh, it was disgusting.
They should have been embarrassed to bring it to the table.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the server's fault. It was
No.
It was the kitchen, and holy crap. I said in the review that I've had better food out of a gas station.
I didn't even know that Mr. Mike's was still around.
Oh yeah, they've got lots of them. They're just not on the island.
Well, there's one in Victoria. He started a new franchise.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's better than that one. So I get this email from the manager about my review, apologizing and saying that they have a brand new kitchen staff.
No excuse.
And I thought, okay, but if you have a brand new kitchen staff, why am I paying the same price as a professional kitchen staff?
The whole kitchen's not new.
I don't know, but I'm going to reply to him. At least one thing I can give him is he didn't try to give me a credit, because I hate it when people do that, because that's not why I do what I do. I do so they know. I don't do it because I want free food.
Yeah.
So there's my Fleur.
Bertie.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, I would be wondering, how I got that blue on the end of the wheat. Are you wondering?
Yes.
Sure. Let's go with that. So it's crumb cake and light misty moonlight. And you just color it like this. That's it.
I use my blender brush.
Sorry, Shanna, I didn't hear you.
I use my blender brush to do it.
Ah. See, isn't that cool what it does?
Linda, what color is in the center of the flower?
Cajun craze,
Okay, thanks. And the leaves, the green part?
old olive.
Okay, thanks.
Welcome. So Ted tells Mr. Mikes that he has an allergy to onions. They bring his food with green onions all over the top of it.
Oh, boy.
So we send it back and say, now don't just take them off and bring the plate back out because the juices get in the food. So the hostess comes over and says to him, very sassily, so I hear you don't like onion. Okay, that was another complaint in my review about the hostess and how flippant she was over an allergy, which is potentially life-threatening.
It was, because that's just rude.
It is. It was very rude.
She's the hostess.
Extremely
What's it
rude.
of her business?
You know, it's really sad that like restaurants can't get staff to work.
I know.
But
And it's
for
just
God's sakes, if you're going to work, do it right.
or close your restaurant. If you don't have trained staff, close the restaurant.
But like her comment, like, I don't happen to like tomatoes on a sandwich or whatever. And I'd ordered, I don't even remember where, and said, no tomato. And they turn around, so it's got to be Tim Hortons or Subway or something. And just with the most horrific look on their face looked at me and said, are you allergic or just don't like? I said, I just don't like them. So just take them off and finish the sandwich.
Oh my God. I would have said, what business is it of yours? You're there to do what I want you to do.
I was gonna say young, and they're like, just if you could have seen the look on that poor person's face, I thought, oh my God, she screws up one more order, she's gonna get fired.
Wow. People just don't get it. And then there's the golf course in Tofino when Ted said, excuse me, that he had an onion allergy. They cooked all of our food, cleaned the grill completely, and cooked his food.
Yeah.
So there's the ones that take it seriously and the ones that just don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Connie, we are not going back. And that's why I was grateful that he didn't try and give us free food, because I don't want to be using free food. And in Quesnel, that is the high-end restaurant in town.
Or you could be like me. I got a gift certificate for exactly this, the salad that I said, yeah, it was really good till I came to the plastic that was still on the cucumber.
Oh my
And so
God.
after I'd paid for my meal and stuff, like, we're leaving, and that's what they gave me was a credit for that salad again. I just never used it, but I've also never been back to that restaurant.
Ugh. Oh, some people, I tell you. Okay, so I still haven't thrown this away because we haven't done the inside the envelope yet, but I'm going to put my glue dots on my wheat so I can get it on the front eventually.
Okay, somebody tell me where the case for this stamp set is, or not stamp set, I think I might have found it.
Look in the fridge.
Probably a good place to look.
And those people burnt the bruschetta bread twice. And our son's hamburger patty was like a charcoal briquette.
Oh,
So it wasn't just mine, everybody's meal. The only one that was good was Blake's chicken fingers.
Well,
Big
I'm
one.
really glad that little Blake got a decent meal because he was probably hungry.
He was starving and he ate the entire thing, so it was good. Okay, put that off to the side. This is going on dimensionals. We'll stick a few hundred of those on here. Okay, there's that ready. And I'm going to take the inside piece and my dirty paper and the piece of crumb cake. And I'm going to do this with it. Now, let's see how much I actually used on the inside. Oh, I did the whole thing. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to set it up. Oh, I'm going to do it backwards because I can. Get my Post-it notes out because I don't want to get it on the envelope itself. So if you took what class was it that we did this in? It was one of the C ones. I did this with something, I don't remember what it was. Seaweed. I think it was seaweed. Okay, crumb cake and blending brush. And I'm going to color through this template thing here.
Oh, there's a nice
Oh,
breeze coming
thanks.
through.
Pardon me?
There's a nice breeze coming through here.
Oh, good.
Woo.
Thanks for subscribing, Jean. I appreciate that. When things get back to normal in September, I go live on my YouTube channel on Tuesday mornings. That isn't streamed to Facebook anywhere, so you get something on YouTube that's not anywhere else in my social media. I'm just looking to see what needs attention here.
Is that what you were doing before on Tuesdays?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I'm just subscribed. Cool.
Yay! Okay, so that's crumb cake. Now I'm getting Misty Moonlight. And I washed all my brushes. This one will do. And I'm going to do the top half.
So did you do this on the envelope and the inside of the card or just the envelope?
Yeah, both.
Okay.
Right now I'm doing the inside. There we are. Let's have a look at it, see what it looks like. Ooh, so pretty. There we go. Love it. Now I'm going to do the envelope. And the same thing. Thanks, Val. Wish I could remember what part it was that I did that on the inside. Oh, I know what it was. It was the club. It was the club C.
Was it a
Seascape.
seahorse?
Yeah, the Seascape card. With the seahorse. It was so cute.
What?
Glenda, when you wash your blending brushes, do you just use like hand soap or something?
No, I just use water.
Okay.
So I run it under water and do this with it. And then I take it with the water still running and do this at the bottom of the sink before it, until it goes clear. And then then I squish them out and I let them dry like that. So it lets the water roll off of them. It doesn't trap it inside them.
Yeah, I think I just stood them up in a cup the last time
Yep, that works too.
to dry too, yeah. But apparently I can't remember what I did then, so. Which apparently doesn't surprise me.
I lost my blue. There it is. Oh, well, it's that point in our life, Holly.
Yes,
We remember the important stuff,
really?
Yeah.
like where the
thinking-
bathroom is.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, yeah, that I do.
Sometimes I wake up and wonder which bed I'm in, and which is like, where is my bathroom? Am I in the trailer? Am I in the cabin? Am I at home?
Yeah, I could see where, yeah,
There we are. Let's have a
I've
look.
done that a few times and I haven't even been traveling or going anywhere lately.
Donna, did you guys do any camping this year?
Not at all. But my daughter visited from Bermuda, so that was nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's better than camping.
Yep.
Yes. I'm hoping to see my kids from Powell River next weekend.
Going or coming?
They're coming to the island to go camping and they've said if I can't go up, like if I'm not able to drive up there, they'll come to town and see me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where do they camp?
Pacific, is it Pacific Playground or something?
Yeah.
Parsville?
No,
No, it's up at Black Creek.
yes.
So
Okay.
there's the envelope I did with the seahorse.
Oh, that is really nice.
So before I took it out of the paper, I sponged it with Coastal Cabana. And then I sponged it with Bermuda Bay. And then I took it out of and used just the outline and did it in Coastal Cabana. It's really cute. And then I used the one on the card front that I did the original blending with. Turned out really nice. If I do say so myself. Well, I'm going over there tomorrow, Holly, if you want to come.
I can't do that yet. I'm still assuming the position.
Aha. Well,
Hope-
if I didn't have to go close up my trailer or my cabin, I wouldn't be going either.
Yeah, no,
So I've taken these two strips and I'm putting them together and doing the edges so that they're both cut in the same direction at the same angle.
Oh, I saw Peggy at the bank on Friday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, she seems to be doing okay.
Okay. Step 1. Put crumb cake 1 down. Right about there. Then the blue one. Is everybody up to this point? Do I need to stop and have a cup of tea?
I'm staying caught up this time.
So far, so am I.
I'm just
Hey.
going slow to begin with.
Okay, so I'm putting that one on over that way. Then I'm going to put this one on. Over the other way. Please let it be straight. Whew, not bad, not bad. There we are.
So pretty.
Thanks. Yeah, I take no responsibility for this card. It's completely cased from Amy. I've been following Amy's blog since I started making cards. So she's had a lot of influence on my stuff because I like the way she does her cards. Most of them. There's some I don't really care for, but that's okay. I don't have to like everything. Okay, wink of Stella.
Does somebody tell me where I put my wheat Castella?
In the fridge.
I haven't found it in there yet, and I've been in there many times lately.
That was always the joke at my mom's house. If you couldn't find anything, look in the fridge. Of course, that was later on in life when she had dementia. So. Okay. Now, this bow, she did the same thing with her bow that Mary Fish did. I don't think I'd got mine big enough. I think I have to, where am I going to put this? Down there. Going to make it a bit bigger. Try that.
There is a pretty card.
Glue dots, where are you? Valerie's got a stunning sky happening. You must have a sunset going, do you, Val? Connie, I agree with you. It is a very pretty card. All right. Oh, dogs in the neighborhood are starting to bark. I wonder if our cougar's around again or the bear. We don't usually have barking dogs till there's a reason to bark.
I wonder what's going to happen to all the wildlife up around my place when they start building that new housing development.
Oh my God, did you see the size of that sucker?
Yep,
Holy crap.
That's
we already
huge.
got the bears and the cougars. They'll be really around them. They got nowhere to go.
They'll be moving right into your house, Sharon.
They probably will have to leave.
What a horrible thing to do to those beautiful trails up there. Okay, now I have to put glue on here where the sentiment is going to go. I never did really listen to anything, but they must be putting hundreds of houses and
3,000.
3,000.
That's what it said.
Yeah, but it's
Oh.
not just houses though, it's an apartment buildings and,
Apartment buildings too.
I know. It's awful. Hey, there we are.
You know, yes, we do need more housing, but we need more affordable housing. That is not going to be affordable.
I thought they were going to have stuff for everybody.
Are they?
That's
Well,
what they say.
It looks pretty fancy to me. Oh, that's where that went.
Did you find your Winky?
No, found my celebration.
Oh,
It was underneath last year's catalogs.
oh. I'm putting more Winky on.
Because you can
thank you,
never
Glenda,
have
that was
too
really
much.
Nice.
Can never have too much. Donna, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
Oh, I was just saying that was really nice. Beautiful cards. Thank you
Thanks.
for sharing.
You're welcome.
Now I'm
I
gonna go
think
eat
I'm
the
gonna
pizza my
leave
husband
my-
made.
You're gonna what?
Go eat the pizza my husband made.
Oh, well, thanks for joining us.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Good night.
See you soon. Inside. Connie, where is who located? Valerie is on the west coast of the mainland of British Columbia. And I am on the west coast of Vancouver Island, which is on the west coast of the mainland of British Columbia. So
We are in God's country and Valerie is close.
Valerie is close.
Yes. So
Valerie, oh, me? Yeah. Good night, Jean. Thanks for joining us. I live in Port Alberni, which is down a long inlet. So we're not really right on the coast, the outside coast, but we're on the coast and we're kind of in the middle of the island. It's really weird. But yeah, the west coast of Vancouver Island, which is on the west coast of British Columbia. And where are you, Connie? I like this string long like that. I think that's cute. Did you notice? I didn't put my bling on yet.
you didn't.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to do that. Oh, Reno. Oh, Reno. I've got a Reno story. Oh my. Yep. So back in 1979, which isn't possible because I'm only 23, so I don't know how this is possible, but you know, back in 1979, we took a bus trip with my parents to Reno. It was a seniors bus trip. Oh, good, Jean. So we were on this bus trip and Ted and I were the youngest and everybody else was like 65 and older. And I won't tell you how old I was in 1979, but it was pre-children.
23.
Not quite. I wasn't that old. No, I guess nope, not quite 23, 22 and a half, but not 23. So we knew, my hubby and I knew that we were pregnant at the time, but because of issues I'd had, we weren't telling anybody yet because I wasn't 3 months yet. But I was along far enough that I was sick and I was tired and I had to be careful what I ate. And my mom and dad got so mad at me because I kept going back to the hotel room to go to sleep. And mom kept saying, "What the hell is wrong with you?" So a couple of months later, when it was along far enough that we could tell us, she said, "You should have told me. I wouldn't have yelled at you like that." I said, "Well, didn't want to tell you yet." So we would go on the bus trip every time we stopped at a casino. They would give us a roll of nickels to go and play the slot machine. I came home with my rolls of nickels because I'm cheap. Yes, then she felt bad for yelling at me. She did. But when we actually had the kids, she was excited. But it was funny. And then cheapo me comes home with all my nickels. Hey, that roll of nickels is $5. No, it's not, it's $2. But when you have 6 of them, that's $30 I came home with. And then we get to the border, and we'd been down there a week, I guess it was. And the border agent comes on board the bus and says, "So how long have you been there? And what have you got?" And blah, 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 blah. Ted and I are hiding in the back. We didn't want to tell him we'd done all our Christmas shopping while we were down there. And he gets on board and he's asking all these questions. And then he says, "Never mind. You guys all have gray hair. What are you going to smuggle across the border?" And he let us go. Oh, it was fun. So there we are. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, we did a bus trip to the Blue Jays games one time. And like my husband and I organized the whole thing. And the bus driver, when we were coming to the border, he turned around. He's got a movie on for us. It's fairly late. He said, "Every one of you just shut up. I don't want to hear a word out of any of you." And nobody spent more than they were allowed. And my one cousin went, "Well," he said, "what did I just tell you? I told you to shut up and you didn't spend." And the guy came on and it was like, no problem.
Yep. But that was back in the good old days.
Yes.
When we were in Alaska and we did our trip and we went up to Fraser, BC, you have to go through the border to get back into BC, which was really cool because then we got our cell phones out. We had free cell phone service again. But they told us on the bus, "Whatever you do, do not open your mouth going through the border, because if you say the wrong thing, they'll kick us all out." So it wasn't because we had as overspent, it was because that's the way the world is now.
Yeah.
Well,
And I was gonna say, and at that time, like when we did it, the big thing was, were we all Canadian citizens?
yes. Well, that didn't come into play too much when we were, because most of them were US. We started in Seattle. It was Seattle. We came out of it was the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip.
Ah.
So anybody want to share their cards?
Sure, I'm even finished.
Yay. Okay, let me get my markers out of the way so I can use my mouse. Oops, come back here. Okay, I'm going to highlight you. Oh, lovely.
Very nice.
Oh, nice.
I like it. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I don't need any more thank you cards right now.
Well, apparently I don't either, but I still make them. Yes, share the sunset picture. Do, Valerie. Absolutely. Shanna, you want to share yours?
Yep, I made my first one as is, and then I went rogue on the second one.
Oh, that's
Oh,
pretty. I
neato.
love that lattice. That is cool.
Very nice.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try that.
I haven't used them yet, so
And I like how you did them in the corner and kind of sprayed them out from the corner instead of in the middle.
yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice. Sharon, do you have anything you want to share?
Nope, not finished. My
Okey
hands
dokey.
aren't working too good today.
Jean says, love the lattice. Connie says, love it and lovely. And come on, Valerie, we need to see the sunset picture. Dave hasn't downloaded the pics yet, sorry. Oh. Well, take one with your tablet. Or download it and send it to me and I'll just add it in the comments when we're done. That'll work.
Those cards that I got from you from the pumpkin,
Yeah, oh,
we had fun.
wait. Oh, nice. Oh,
So this
neat.
one I did it as the trifold.
Yeah.
And that.
Ooh,
Just-
lots of sparkles.
Yeah, lots of sparkles on that one. And that. And this one I cut the front off and I put it on here.
Oh, good idea.
No, I
Nice.
didn't. I went, no, I don't want that thing
Nice.
over top. So
Nice.
that's what I'm waiting for my wink of Stella to finish it off. I'm going, where the heck did I put it?
When we were camping, Blake brought his paper pumpkin kit with him, that one. So we made paper pumpkin cards together while we were camping.
Fun.
It's so funny. He's so good. He's 6 and he is so precise. He doesn't get ink everywhere. He's very straight. He's like his grandma. He's OCD about his cards. Oh.
Ah, so sweet.
All right. Anybody else got anything they want to share before we say good night for the evening?
I think so.
Connie says they're pretty, Carmen.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me, ladies. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll be back Friday. I'll be doing the Friday night collaboration thing on Zoom. I'm not sure about Thursday.
Oh, nice. Enjoy your time away, even if you are crying.
and
You have to put, yeah.
We will. We will. So I'm going to stop the Facebook feed. So good night, ladies over there on Facebook. Thanks so much for joining me. And I will share Valerie's picture. Oh, just in time. Hey, hang on. I'm going to share my screen because you got to see this picture. Look at this.
Oh,
Can
my.
you see it?
Wow.
Oh,
Isn't that
gorgeous.
incredible?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And that's the view that Valerie gets out of her craft room.
Wow.
Oh,
Lucky.
Yeah,
I'm jealous.
she's pretty lucky.
I was gonna say, how do you get anything done, Valerie?
Thanks, Val. That's gorgeous. I appreciate you sending it. Now everybody gets to. Okay, so thanks, ladies. I'm going to stop the feed and I will, when I find it, there it is. I will catch you at the end of next week. Bye for now.